What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Ray, and I'm back in this thing and ready to shoot another video. Okay. All right, guys. Excuse the bun. Okay. So, this is going to be a story time about the time that I almost got kidnapped. I was being stalked. No, yeah, I'm changing the title. This is the time that I was stalked and almost kidnapped by a Lyft driver. Okay? There's multiple stories in this. Just a heads up. Okay? Just weird. Okay, so the first one. In Phoenix, right? I was in Phoenix. And I had to walk to the bus to go to work or to school. Either one. Right? So I was walking down the street. And this Lyft driver, he honked at me. So like the way that I was walking, there was this walkway. The street was here, right? The road was here. And then there was another road on this side. So he was driving by and saw me and honked. He slowed down and honked his car for me to get in, I guess. I don't know. He slowed down and honked his car, honked at me, and was just looking at me like this, right? And so I just kept walking. There was an alley, like I was walking past an alley. So he had came to the other side of the street and came all the way around. And yeah, he in the car. So I was speed walking. He was in the car, so he's faster than me. So I was walking here, and then the alley is like right here. And then I was headed to Circle K because I always get drinks in the morning. So he had hurried up, turned back around, and I didn't want to run because, you know, when you run, I feel like that entices them to go faster, right? Like, I didn't want him to do like, because there was plenty of places that he could have just parked his car, because I was walking past also. Okay, so the alley right here, and then there's an empty parking lot right here that I have to walk through just to get to Circle K, right? So at any moment, he could have just parked his car and just got out. So I started walking, and I passed by the alleyway a little bit, and he hurries up and skirt into the alley. I'm like, when you got into the alley, I'm like thinking like, is he about to jump out now? Or what? Because like, you live, why are you going into the alley for? What are you going into the alley for? So yeah, by that time, I kept looking on the back of my shoulder, not really looking, so not to give it away, but I was looking in the back of my shoulder, and I was looking in the back of my shoulder just to see where he was at. So I was basically speed walking, whatever, and I was doing the dash, and so he screwed out of the alley, and then there was an intersection of where the entrance of the what is it? The parking lot. There was entrance of the parking lot. And I had hurried up and walked past that, and soon, me right here. He right here. And then slows down again. I'm like, why does he keep following me? I mean, it's obvious that I'm not the person. I'm thinking like, maybe he think I'm, but you keep following me all that whole time. Like I'm telling, like I'm not, obviously not the person. You following me, honking at me, slowing down, acting really creepy. It was white men in the car, by the way. Just had to put that out there. But I was just like, what? So I was just hurried up speeding, child. I was hurried speeding. I called my mom. I was like, Bob. I eventually got there, and as soon as I made it to Circle K, he left. Because I was scared to even come back outside. I was scared to even wait at the bus stop. I hurried up and ran inside of Circle K. Just, if something happened to me, it's going to be on the cameras. Yeah. I'm going to have some type of evidence. So, yeah, that was my mindset. My mindset was to hurry up and get somewhere because it's early in the morning. Barely anybody is outside. Nobody probably would have seen what happened to me if something was to happen to me. So I was just trying to get inside of a store, you know, public, you know, just in case, you know. All right, moving on. to the next. That traumatized me. That really traumatized me. Really, I was taking Lyfts occasionally, and that stuff that traumatized me. All right, I went to therapy and everything. Okay, next story, right? Which story do I want to tell? Okay, so you guys know that I had moved after high school. I had moved or whatever, and I didn't have a car, and I was starting my job. I had to work a lot. I had to get to these places quick, fast, in a hurry. So I had to take Lyft. If I was going to get to work on time, mind you, I'm a caregiver, so I have to travel to these people's houses, like multiple people's houses throughout the day. So I had to basically catch Lyfts. You know, it was a lot of money. I was spending $800 a month on Lyft rides. That's how bad it was. You know, not anymore, but $800 a month on a Lyft ride. Not on a Lyft ride, but multiple Lyft rides. Child, no, stop that. But yeah, I was really dependent on Lyft rides. And then I started hearing all these stories about these men, you know, drugging people, not letting them out the car. Yeah, I was hearing all these stories, and then one of the actual, a woman Lyft driver, they killed her, and she was pregnant. They killed her. I was just scared. You know, what made me so special? So every time I get in a Lyft ride, I always have my mace or my taser with me, because I'm not going out without no fight. I'm going to make sure I leave a mark on you. So just in case they run some DNA or something, scratchy something, bite you, oh yeah, I'm leaving traces. They gonna catch you. Think again. Try to come for me. Yeah. Where was I? 1 second. Oh shit, where was I? I was just on a rant because I was hearing all these different stories, man. Alright. I think I know. Fast forward, okay? Yeah, okay, so I had a Lyft ride, and there was this one day I had a Lyft ride. The guy, I think we were talking, I think we had a normal conversation. He seemed like a cool guy, right? And you know where my client lives. You know, I was thinking about that. Think about my client. And then somehow I ended up getting him again. I mean, that's not too, you know, I was in the same area. He was working in the same area. I mean, chances could happen, right? So I ended up getting him again. We didn't talk because I was on the phone with Eddie at that time, because I was just you know, so he didn't get a real chance to talk to me, right? So this driver, it was just a bit weird. 2 hours later, he ended up messaging me on Instagram talking about, hey, you're so beautiful, and I want to get to know you, and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? You found my Instagram? It took you 2 hours though. But you found my Instagram? Just to message me that? You remember little old me? I was not paying you no mind the second round, but you know, you just can't be giving out conversation to anybody, because you know, they be crazy. Just be crazy. Yeah, I was so scared. You know where I live at. You know where my client is, just in case if he ever wanted to stalk me, he would know where I'm at. So I was freaking out. I'm like, what? I'm be honest with you. I looked at the Instagram picture and I was like, yeah, that's definitely the guy. And then I went back on my Lyft app. I went back on Lyft. And I did the ride history. Oh, I forgot to mention. When I got in the car the second time, he was like, oh yeah, you live blah, blah, blah. I had you before. He told me that when I first got in the car. I forgot to mention that. So I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, you did. I did ride with you before. Blah, 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 you know? So yeah. So yeah, I went back on the Lyft history. His face on the Lyft app is like kind of covered up. And his face in the Lyft app also is gray. Like his hair is gray. But in like real life, it's like a little bit gray, but it's like brown, black, grayish, right? And yeah, I was like, that's the same dude. But in this Lyft picture, you can't really tell who it is. So I went on the history, yeah, and it's the same person, and yeah, I was creeped out. I reported him. I'm just like, man. What makes me so special? You know, not be cocky or nothing, but like, dude, I wasn't talking. This is the second time that a Lyft driver has just been. I just have not a good experience. Thankfully, nothing happened to me while I was in none of their cars. Thankfully, and I pray that nothing happens to y'all either. Stay safe out here. Wear protection. Get protection, basically. You know, because best believe these Lyft drivers, they got guns and stuff in their car to protect themselves from the people in the back. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like the passengers or whatever don't be crazy too, because I've heard a lot of stories where the passengers were actually the crazy ones. So, you know, just it's always okay to be safe, be cautious, you know? Yeah. I think that's the best thing. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Tell me what you guys think. Like, am I crazy or like, I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. Because this stuff just keeps happening and I don't know why. There's a lot of other stories where like men creep me out. Just creeps me out, man. I'll give another story time about that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for the real ones out there that support me. You know? I love you guys. I really do appreciate all your love and support. If you got any YouTubers out there that you guys want me to collab with, let me know. DM me some prank ideas or anything. If you guys want another story time, tell me, because I will spill the tea. Let me know what y'all want to know, because I will tell you guys. Period. I'll let y'all know. Straightforward. All right.